yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celeb news. That today we have. Hey, yo, man, we got, man, we got folks talking about idol worship, man. You know, your idols, man, they breaking down your idols. You know what I'm saying? We're going to tell you a little bit about that, all right? We got Master P rejecting the free lunch, man, or at least $1 million, okay? We got Cameron on rejecting $1 million, man. 50 Cent on being tough, man. Tyler Perry holding it down. We got, look, the Black No. We're going to tell you a little bit about the Black No, okay? And Tia Kemp. Again, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source. Hey, yo, if this your first time to the channel, man, be sure to hit that like button if you feel any part of the content. We definitely appreciate that. That notification bell's waiting for your tap, so go on, give it a tap. And that subscribe button's waiting for your subscription, man, so go on, touch that too. Oh, here we go with the buzzing again. Listen, we're going to set this one off. Look, we're going to set off the shenanigans with none other than Tia Kemp. Apparently her and Toni, come on, man. You started the video and this is where we at? You know how many people are listening to this? Yo, give me a chance. Look, we're going to set this one off with Toni and Tia Kemp, okay? They having a back and forth. It's as toxic as you could have imagined it would have been, all right? Take a listen to this insanity. Source, it's clip 5 first, and then clip 1 through 4. Take a listen real quick.
Somebody call that skinny ass Tia Kemp over here. I'm gonna wait before I go eat. Somebody tell Tia Kemp fake nothing, dirty sucking that, nobody come here. Cause when I see you, I'm gonna smack the out you, bitch. Make sure somebody pass that. Man, this the fakest I've ever dealt with. Wow.
Tokyo Tony. I've been trying to give you the benefit of the doubt all year. Turn that down a little bit, please. Let me tell your Warriors chief, I ain't your daughter. You ain't gonna put your hands on no. You sat on the couch with me for over a month. You do better, bitch. What's your mental problem today? Just on the phone with me the other night, need motion. You and Calissa. I told Calissa I don't want to with you. I've been trying to give you the benefit of the doubt for the longest. You silly. Dust Mike Newport, Facebook, $5 freaking going live, begging. Girl, don't play with me. I'm up on your with you. I've been trying to give you the benefit of the doubt for the longest. You silly. Dust Mike Newport, Facebook, $5 freaking going live, begging. Girl, don't play with me. I'm up on your when I see you, Tony, cause see, I don't play with her like you. I'm up on you, bitch.
I think I'm gonna hang some Christmas balls from my ceiling. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I'm sorry that I subjected you to that. You know what I'm saying? I apologize. You know what I'm saying? I apologize that for the first video, I had you listen to the insanity that was those two with the back and forth. You don't deserve that. You know what I mean? You trust me with your time and attention, and I gave you that just for that, right? I gotta reverse the toxicity with nothing but gems for today. Okay, we gonna give you gems, all right? Because that was rough, I know. Okay, so and look, and now I feel kind of dirty. You know what I mean? And you need a palate cleanser. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna ease our way into cleansing your palate, starting with what the Shade Room posted on Andrew Schulz. Okay, he's been in the news all week. He made some statements. He could have just been like, "Yo, my bad." You know what I'm saying? That was no offense. He could have said that. But I know it's very difficult for a comedian to feel like they got to apologize for that, because they got to apologize for that. They probably feel like they got to apologize for anything. You know what I mean? Everything. So maybe he could have just acted like, he could have just went on about his business and acted like, maybe that would have been the best course of action. I don't know. See, I'm not a comedian, but I'm sure that there's a proper way to go about it. I mean, but here's the thing. Like, sometimes we crack jokes here, and sometimes some folks feel offended by it. And if they feel offended by it, and I'm like, oh man, I ain't really need, like you ever, how can I say this? Sometimes it's possible for a joke to go too far. That's definitely possible. And I don't think there's a rule that says you have to, but I guess, you know what? If you have a large number of people, someone's going to get offended. You might have to start off the joint by saying, hey, look, man, everything we about to say is jokes. This is jokes just to remind you. And I guess they don't even have to say that, so they technically don't have to even go back on it. Yeah, I'd have said nothing. That's the best course of action. Just don't say anything. Anyway, listen, this is a huge talking point about race relations in America. Real talk. Because America is very racially divided. I mean, I know you want to believe that it ain't, but it is. Okay. And there's no sense in saying like the obvious ain't true when we all see it and we all experience it. And we experience it from a systemic level. It's on a systemic level. Okay. Take a listen to this interesting piece that the Shade Room posted. Source, this is clip 1, 2, and 3, but not clip 4. Take a listen real quick.
First of all, I get it. Andrew Schulz, I get it. Because there's always one way to spin stuff. But for the roomies and just for all black people, don't you find it crazy when we give a black no? Or when we give a black, we don't want you to do it? Everybody's so comfortable in our culture, but when we ask somebody from outside of our culture, just don't say the N-word. Well, y'all say it, and y'all say y'all music. Why we can't say it? We had, and Kendrick's not speaking for all black men, but he said, hey man, let's stop letting white comedians speak on black women. He's trying to say something about black women. And then he comes back, Andrew Schulz comes back and tries to pick it apart with all of those different things that he said in there. It's just crazy. Black people say, hey man, stop shooting us. Our lives matter. Hey, wait a minute. Don't you say anything. All lives matter. It's just the fact that everybody hates to hear a black no. And this is a side note. Andrew Schulz, you should be more, understanding and respect. Let's be honest with you. No black person ever heard of you until you were standing next to one of our cultural pillars, Charlemagne. When nobody checking for him. Anybody in the city of Chicago checking for Andrew Schulz until he stood next to Charlemagne. So you should be like, yo, I call a lick. And I'm gonna respect what black people said. But again, the black no always makes people uncomfortable.
Damn, dog.
I don't know if it's the hat or what's going on, but yes to everything you said. Yes.
Usually I be having something to say, keep it. Damn, I gotta let that just sizzle.
Yeah, because he told no lies. He told no lies. It's the deflection for me. When you get called out for doing wrong and you start pointing to what everybody else is doing, you're guilty. Okay, and that's just simple as that. And it's unfortunate that you felt comfortable enough to respond in that way. You should have just took that L and just kept on walking, and we could have went on. But now it's very uncomfortable for us to support you. So I hate that for him.
And you know what? When I saw the clip, Chris Brown was somewhere chilling.
Man.
I mean, Chris Brown somewhere working on his dance moves, getting ready for his next tour, selling out. And he like, why you bring me in this?
I mean, they always do.
What I have to do with this?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. You know what I mean? Like, they got to take our black no, like we take that white no for that loan. You know what I mean? I went to the bank one time and I asked them for a loan for something. I forgot what it was. They gave me such a firm no. You know what I'm saying? Me and my lady at the time, we looked at each other like, oh, well, okay, my bad. Sorry for even asking. You follow what I'm saying, man? It wasn't even a discussion. It wasn't, but wait a minute, I don't understand why. You know what I think it is? I think the idea is on some 3/5 compromise type stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Like, our no counts as 3/5 a no as a white no from a bank. Tell me I'm wrong, man. You know what I mean? Because you'll be wrong if you tell me I'm wrong. Listen, our no's matter. Please know that. Our no's matter, okay? And if you think, well, oh, no, that's not true, all no's matter, then you missed the damn point, okay? Our no is just as powerful as your no. You follow me? When people say like, yo, man, don't talk about our ladies like that. What's wrong with saying that? You know what I mean? And what Kendrick said was, don't let no white comedian speak about no black woman that's law. He's talking to the man that was on that. And I said it yesterday, and I'm gonna say it again. It was the wrong clip that played yesterday. I gotta play the right clip. We gotta play the right clip. Let me try to send. I think I might have sent Source the wrong clip. Let me try to see if I can get the right clip to you real quick, because I wanted you to see that those men. Well, I don't even care about it no more. But what I'm saying is, those men were talking about. Let me see if I can find the clip. I got to find it. All right. So I found the clip. Right? And take a listen real quick. This is the Andrew Schulz joke that really catapulted this whole situation, man. Take a listen real quick.
Wait, what is the black girlfriend effect?
You just glow up the other culture.
Yeah, so you'll see a guy who's had a black girlfriend, all of a sudden he's got buzz cut, like clean shape up.
I like that.
They shave their hair because they start losing it. Because they start stressing around this black girl complaining about shit all the time. That's why they gotta shave their hair.
Nah, bro, white guys with black girlfriends,
they grow beards because there's more cushion when they get slapped the fuck out.
So remember, this is what we said, man, that these dudes were really trying to, and this wasn't him on stage telling jokes on stage. That's a little bit different. You follow me? That's a little bit different, even if he was on stage. He was on his podcast and he was just talking and he made his statement, and those men were bigging up black women. and saying how they make men look better, which is 100%, you know what I mean, on point with I felt what he said. Okay, you like, well, my black woman ain't make me better. Well, you didn't really tap in. You're saying you ain't tap in the way you're supposed to. You know what I mean? Let me just throw something out here to y'all, man. Real talk. Okay. It's, there are good black women, there are bad black women, there are good white women, there are bad white women. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying is this, man. When you get with a person, if they're not making you better, then maybe they're not for you, like romantically. Like, you're not supposed to be intimately involved with them. You know what I mean? And that's okay. It's okay. Not everybody is a romantic love interest. You know what I'm saying? Some people you just need to know them as friends. Some people you need to know them for whatever the reason is. Not every person needs to be a love interest as if you are going to build a family with them, because not everybody deserves to be that. Like, and you got to be. And you got to be cool with that. Like, everybody is not your love interest. Some folks are just good friends, or some people you just know them, or some people are going to connect you with some other folk. But you don't, like, once you start acting like everybody is your love interest and you want to start sleeping with everybody, you're going to ruin the relationships that you have, because not every relationship is designed to be a love interest relationship. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Don't try to sleep with everybody you know, because everybody does not deserve to know you like that. Okay? Gosh. All right. Anyway, my bad. I said we was palate cleansing. Okay. Tyler Perry. All right. He has provided his input on folks that want you to do good. Okay. Until you start doing better than them. You know what I mean? Then it's an issue. But take a listen to what he said, because my man's spitting game. Take a listen real quick.
And you got to be careful, because when you put too many people on the boat, there's some trying to put holes in it because they want it to sink, because they don't like that you're sailing. Sometimes in your life, you're spinning up to the next level and people start to fall off. And it hurts. It's lonely, especially when it's somebody that you really, really loved and had a great time with and wish that they could be there with you. But you have to understand and realize that toxicity is poison to your wings. It will cause you to crash. So you have to be able to say, I love you, but I'm sorry, this does not work for me anymore. Then you get you bougie, you changing. Oh, no, now you got all this and you don't want, none of that matters. Walk through the pain of the loneliness. The higher you go, the smaller that circle gets. Jealousy will show up in ways that you didn't even expect it. If people who've been right under you, as long as you didn't exceed what they thought you could be. The minute you start to go higher than they believed you could go, it's ugly.
I felt what bro said, man. Look. I remember an investment commercial, or I think it might have been a trading commercial or something like that. They said, look, you like your neighbors, but you like them a little better if you made more money than them. I said, damn, that's true, man. There are some people that will sink your ship because they don't like the fact that you do. And really, when people see other folks doing better than them, they see a lot of us are all self-centered, and we want to be the best. We want to be the best in the situation. We see somebody else doing better, we have the option of either being humble and learning from them, or, you know what I'm saying, like, or hating. And I think it's always better to be humble, man. Like, and not everything that everybody has is particularly for you. You know what I mean? Like, there are certain parts, like certain lifestyles that certain people can have that you're not supposed to have. And really, being rich is not always a blessing. A lot of times, being rich is a curse. It's a curse to a lot of people. Okay. Look, that's what look, you know what Satan said to Jesus? He said, I will give you all of this power and all of these kingdoms. Okay. I think he's like, if you bow down and worship me. He said something dumb like that. Anyway, take a listen to one of the final real ones of our era, right? 50 Cent, okay? Who provided his thoughts on being tough. And as the pattern goes, bro hit the mark. He hit the nail on the head. Take a listen real quick.
I want to say this, right? Tough is not. It's never what you said. It's always what you did, right? So we know tough. We know people who do this, but it usually leads to them living a tough life. It starts a cycle of tough, and no matter how tough their act is, they do some crazy. They get ready to go to the home of the boldest, so they're gonna be around to do that. That's what they did when they put you in there. They classify you and put you in on as bad as you are.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then you gotta show us you're tough again. This is gonna extend your stay. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
So it's going down. Tough is not my goal, man. I don't care about this. You know what's gangster to me? Is to live the way you want to live. To not have to answer to people to change things.
Heard what bro said, man? He said what's gangster is to live the way you want to live. right? And not to have to answer to people to change things. That is, you make the change. Change it yourself, okay? Not to be looking for somebody. He said, that's gangster, that's tough. I said, that's what I'm talking about right there, man. You know what I mean? Hold on for a second. I gotta help this person with his shot because his basketball shots are trash. Hold on.
Hey, I think your feet are to the side. Your feet gotta be straight. Yeah, they to the side. When you're shooting, no, they aiming that way.
Hold on. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Just had to share a little bit of my wealth, you know what I mean? You're like, oh, you good at basketball? Nah. Listen, hey, yeah, I'm kind of trash at basketball, man, you know what I'm saying? You're like, well, why you helping people? Just because I'm trash don't mean I can't help a person. Listen, the artist Cameron has provided his thoughts on people telling him what to do, and bro hit the nail on the head. You know what I mean? Here's more free game, okay? This one is coming courtesy of Cameron, all right? Take a listen real quick.
I like to fund my own stuff because I don't like people telling me what to do. Once Hollywood gets involved, they put their money up, they're going to sit there and say, well, we think it should go like that, or we think it should go like this. And I'm like, this is my vision. How are you going to tell me how my vision should go? So I like to pay for my own stuff, take it to them, and flip it that way. I don't like nobody giving me money because you have to listen to partners and get their input, so on and so forth.
You see that, man? I like to hear when our you know what I'm saying, our legends, man, our hip hop legends and stuff like that, man, when they be coming through dropping knowledge, man, because a lot of them are in the positions that they're in, man, where they have a wider sphere of influence because, you know what I'm saying? Like they had enough intelligence, man. This man, what he's speaking is in line with Proverbs, which teaches that you got to be careful when you go out to eat with folks that have wealth or influence. You know what I'm saying? That's what the scriptures say. Scripture said when you go out to eat with people that got wealth or influence, you should put a knife to your throat if you're greedy and you like to eat. He essentially is tapping into that principle, okay? Because when someone else drops that bag or foots the bill and you're greedy and you indulge, they're going to pull that food right back out your stomach to remind you that you ate off of their dime. You understand what I'm saying? Look, I remember one of my students telling me about Cinnabons in jail, or it was like honey buns or something like that. Okay, whatever it was, they said this is what they told me. Okay, look. Sometimes you gotta listen to your students because they can scare you too. Kid told me, man, because you know they be in and out the slam and stuff like that, be wearing the air lockups. You know what I'm saying? They got the little ankle monitors on. My man was like, yo, he said, dudes would offer people honey buns. You know what I mean? Which in the slammer is a delicacy, right? And if you took the honey bun and you ate it, they would later come and tell you that they want the honey bun back, the one that you ate, okay? Which involved doing something to you to make you gag and force the honey bun to come back up. Tell me that ain't crazy. I ain't sure if it's true or not, but I said, damn, I can't be going to no damn prison, okay? Because them rules is weird out there, right? But I realized a lot of people that put paper in your pocket, they gonna want that damn honey bun before the night's out, okay? I think that's the whole concept of that particular realm of influence, like the music realm, like industry. Okay, I think they be wanting that honey bun back, and so that's why part of that, you know, that advance, that money, that monetary advance, that monetary advance is the honey bun, and they gonna want that honey bun back. They gonna stick what you call. They gonna gag you to get it back. How about that? Let me not be too crass. They gonna gag you to get it back. Let me see. I got a short video today. Let me go to my shout outs real quick. Matter of fact, let me hit you with Master P real quick, man. Master P has some bad news with his sons and stuff like that. But let me hit you with Master P and some good information that my man dropped, man. You know, he spoke on being on the transformation that he had to make in order to become the business that he is today. You know what I'm saying? Look, we really need to start doing more segments on these legends spitting game. Take a listen to Master P on knowing how to make the transformation, knowing your worth, and not being googly-eyed over the damn money. Take a listen real quick.
A lot of people don't realize the music career don't last that long, especially not a rapper. It took me a lot of work, so don't think that I just got that deal and the money just came in. No, I invested in myself. I put billboards, and when they seen it, they knew that meant that it was a good project. And so, I mean, and the rest was history. I had to turn into a businessman. I couldn't just be a street guy. And a lot of guys want to be in business, but they don't know how to make those transformations. They still want to be out in the streets. I gave it all up. So people don't know. Before I got this deal, I turned down $1 million deal with Jimmy Iovine. Jimmy Iovine offered me $1 million. And my brother was with me, my brother C. He was like, man, take the $1 million out. So I sit in the office, I had to check, but I read the paperwork. I told him, I said, Mr. Alvin, I'm gonna get some lunch, I'll be back. So he was like, man, if you don't come back, you'll never get a deal in this town. Me and my brother, man, we about to fight. He was like, man, why would you not take the $1 million knowing that we don't have no money? So he asked me, how much money you got in your pocket? I said, I got $500. He said, you got $500, you turn out $1 million. I said, but before we start tripping on each other, if that white man offered me $1 million, how much you think I'm worth? Gotta be worth 10, 15, 20, something. You know?
That's what I'm talking about right there, man. See, a lot of folks want the paper, but they don't have the plans to invest the paper properly to multiply it. You know what I mean? And I'm definitely guilty. I'm not looking at just you. You know what I mean? Look, I be wanting money just to stay afloat and keep the bills collectors at bay. Okay? Or I be wanting money just to spend on stuff that I think I always wanted, but I ain't had the money that now I finally got some money, so let me hurry up and get this because I ain't gonna have it later on. I got broke mentality too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna keep it a buck. And I'm still trying to work off broke mentality. Okay? But it's not your talent or your ability that makes you successful. What I know is that it's not your talent or ability, it's your discipline. Okay? There are some people that are more talented than you, but they may not be as disciplined as you. And if they're not as disciplined as you, they're not going to go as far. Okay? I know there's people that are way smarter than me that have way more, that are way wittier, they're smarter. I got C's and D's in school, so it's not like I had a heavy amount of intelligence, but I just kept at it while folks is dropping out. A and B students just dropping out to do nonsense. You follow me? I think it was 50 Cent that was like, my man said it's the A and B students that are working for the C and D students. I said, that's what I'm talking about. Ain't nothing better than employing an A and B student. Let me go to my shout outs real quick. Look, I'm telling you, C and D students, you know what I mean? A and B students I'm talking to right now. Listen, man. Listen. Humility is everything. Let me just throw that out there to you, man. Listen. Big Texas hitter. Big Texas hitter. My man said I work for a major insurance company and I don't know nothing about the 3 Ds you called out. Big hitter. I think it's not all companies that go by that. And I don't know what level you were in the insurance company. It might be something, from the very top. You know what I'm saying? That's a top down thing or whatever. So I don't think a lot of people that work for an insurance company would have heard about the Ds, but whatever. He said the crazy part is the government holds insurance companies to a time frame to process the claim. And if they don't meet the deadline, then the insurance company is fined per claim. A lot of people think that claims are denied because of the insurance company, but it is really denied because your job chose not to cover whatever the insurance denied, and the insurance can't say your job declined covering ADA therapy or certain procedures. Your job paid most of your insurance, so they have to say in it what's covered. Appreciate that, Big Tex hit it, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, we got insurance adjusters in the joint, man. That's what I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know if he was an insurance adjuster, but my man said he worked for a major insurance company. Black Rose. Black Rose said, now this broke my heart. Trader Truth in Houston is the most respected dude down here. My prayers go up to him. He does too much good in our community for this to be happening to him. Father, bring him his child back. Father, fix his situation as only you can. My prayers is to this man. I can go on and on of all the good things that he does in Houston. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. This man do good things in Houston. We want good things to happen to him. And families are complicated, man. I can understand how a parent is like, no, the child is best with me, and the other parent is like, child is best with me. I think the child is best when the parents suck up their differences and just kind of work it out, try to stick together. But sometimes, it's difficult for that to be. You know what I mean? So yeah, definitely prayers up for Trader Truth, man. Find this kid. Somebody in the comments said that he already found a child, or he already got the child back. So I don't know. I don't know. Queen Mo Fire came through again. I told you she got me out of shadow banned prison, so I always appreciate her, man. And she always used to show up to the channel, man, stuff like that. Sometimes she comments, sometimes she don't, but she be watching. She said, yo, I'd always be watching. She said, Celebs in the cookout, fam. Yeah, we love you, Queen Mo Fire. You know what I'm saying? All right, look, War and Peace. War and Peace, I'll be giving you a lot of shout outs and you be dissing me, man. You know what I mean? But it's all love. We family. You know what I mean? You like, well, you know him? Nah. But we family. I feel like I know him. I mean, I talk to him every day here. Warren P said, countries with free healthcare have the lowest crime rate. I'm moving to Canada. If the United States really wanted to lower crime, they would stop charging us for natural resources. Imagine if we lived for each other instead of bills. That would be a beautiful thing, man. You know what I'm saying? That would be peace. But right now, we at war. You know what I mean? Here's the thing, man. Greed is the problem. Greed is the problem, bro. Okay? High crime rates benefit a lot of rich people who have an interest and make money off the prison system. You see what I'm saying? And the prison system is like, to me, it's a form of modern day slavery. Remember that amendment that says slavery is abolished unless you get locked up. Okay? And here's the thing. Prison system is like modern day slavery, right? And it might not be the same slavery that went down like 200 years ago, but still, right? And or 200-300 years ago, let's say 300 years ago, right? And the greater the slave population who provide cheap and free labor, the greater and richer the country becomes. This country was insanely rich because of slavery. You know what I mean? The enslaved people. Here's the other thing, though, about free health insurance and why I think it doesn't happen here. All right. And let me know what y'all think about this. Pharmaceutical and food corporations, right? They profit from products that harm public health. Okay. And that creates like a financial incentive to resist universal health care. You understand? It makes people less money if you are healthier. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Those corporations, they fund heavily. They fund politicians, ensuring policies remain favorable to their interests instead of the interests of the health of the general public. Okay? So your being sicker helps their bottom line. Unfortunately, that's what it is. All right? Here's the other thing. Politicians who rely on corporate donations, they might block or weaken the idea of universal health care proposals so that they can continue to get funding. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of politicians. They want power, they want influence. So they'll sell you out and allow you to be sick and get paid by Big Pharma. You follow me? Here's the other thing. It is not beneath the greedy to push out misinformation campaigns. You understand? Like, a lot of these industries, they engage in misinformation campaigns to sway the public opinion against universal health care. So they don't want, like, listen, all of this is very systemic. It's a systemic resistance to healthcare reform. All right. It's a systemic problem. It's too many things that are intertwined together. The people at the top, they ain't coming off their checks. All right. That universal health care, it is not in greedy people's best interest. They make millions of dollars. We told you yesterday, so a lot of these CEOs, $21 million, $23 million, $15 million. That's what they sitting on. All right. And they're not trying to give that up so you could be healthy. So they would rather you be sick so their pockets get fat. Okay? They are not doing this universal. Because if they do the universal health care, you know who got to foot the bill? The government. If the government, if I understand this correctly, if the government is footing the bill for this universal health care, then that means the government going to make sure that you ain't getting sick. It's going to be preventative. And if they're making sure you ain't getting sick, that's going to knock a lot of these pharmaceutical companies out the picture because they want you to be sick. You understand what I'm saying? It's crazy out here, man. And here's the thing. Because I be trying to think about what the plays are, right? You see how they made marijuana legal? I'm talking about like the smoke version of it, okay? I'm not getting into CBD and all that other stuff. And look, I know a lot of y'all about to get mad. I'm about to shoot at your idol, okay? Marijuana, the smoke version of it. Let me explain something to you about smoke marijuana, okay? There is no form of smoking that is not harmful for your lungs. You understand what I'm saying? All forms of smoke inhalation are harmful for your lungs. You understand? All forms. Tobacco smoke, marijuana smoke, wood smoke, incense smoke, vaping, environmental smoke. All forms of smoke are harmful for your lungs. Okay? Let me tell you how marijuana in particular, okay? The chemical composition. Marijuana smoke contains tar, ammonia, and carcinogens. Okay? That's what it contains. All right? And all of those things damaged lung tissue. Okay? Usually when we smoke marijuana, what we do, because I don't smoke it no more. But what I used to do, you got to inhale deeply. Sometimes hold your breath longer than a normal tobacco smoker, exposing your lungs to more tar and toxins. All right. Short-term effects, you're going to be coughing, irritation to your airway, shortness of breath. Long-term effects, chronic bronchitis, inflammation, and reduced lung function. All right? Marijuana smoke, it might not lead to lung cancer at the same rates as tobacco smoke, but it definitely damages lung tissue and immune defenses. Tell me I'm wrong, you can't. Not if you know science. Not if you know science. Okay? Now, look, I know you mad I shot at your idol. I don't care. You understand? I'm trying to put you on. When you smoke, it produces tar and other kind of like particulates and stuff like that. Let me explain something to you. All right? A better alternative, real talk, is an edible. You know what I'm saying? Or a beverage. You know what I mean? That's like, because some people make marijuana tea and stuff like that. Those are actually better alternatives than marijuana smoke. There's tar in marijuana smoke. Okay, it's a sticky residue that forms when organic materials like plant matter are burned. Okay, tar contains a mix of carcinogenic and toxic compounds. You know what I mean? And the tar content is higher than tobacco smoke. You understand? So that leads to irritation in your lungs and increased risk for bronchitis. I know you mad at me and stuff like, no, you got stop talking about my weed. Shut up. Learn, all right? Ammonia is also produced. It's a toxic gas that forms during combustion, all right? Marijuana smoke contains ammonia levels up to 20 times higher than tobacco smoke, okay? So, I mean, that's just what it is. Whenever you burn any kind of plant material, it releases these weird byproducts and stuff like that. That is not for your best interest. There is no, and let me just reiterate for the people in the back, there is no form of smoke that is good for your lungs. Period. All right? Fight me in the comments. You're going to increase my algorithm. Please. All right? Tell me I'm stupid. Tell me I'm ugly. Tell me I'm dumb. Okay? Wait, that was a long shout out. Damn. Listen, let me give you this one. Elaine Levy. She said, I agree that education is a joint effort most of the time. My parents didn't care about me. Oh, come on, cut it out. She said, I dreamed of getting the best higher education I could afford. I did my best, Celeb. What did education do for me? It made me a target for my own family. Word? She said, I find myself alone, but I do strive for peace. It be like that sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately. Davy Burke. Davy Burke said, Celeb, I'm a lady. I think because I said he yesterday. My bad. I didn't mean, there was no shots. You know what I'm saying? She says, Celeb, I'm a lady. I chose the name Davy as an alias to protect my identity. Davy as a feminine form of David because I'm a woman after God's own heart. I love that. You know what I'm saying? That's beautiful stuff right there. Okay. Also, Cisco from Drew Hill. Cisco from Drew Hill said, look, shout out to Cisco. He just quoted what I said. Shout out to Cisco, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where that came from yesterday, but it happened. Right? All right, let's get right back to Wrap This Bad Boy Up. All right, let's get right back to Wrap This Bad Boy Up. Where'd I leave off at? You know what I'm saying? All right, and finally, listen, man. Take a listen to Charleston White speaking on idol worship within our communities and misdirected appreciation. I want you to take a listen to this real quick. I think it's a little bit of a palate cleanser. Take a listen.
So name some stand-up black people. Like stand-up. You don't know none?
Not personally. I know some stand-up fathers.
Okay.
Yeah, I know some niggas that get shitted on because they poor, but they some good daddies, my nigga.
Okay.
Yeah. See, black people idolize and worship celebrities. Black people don't worship a nigga with a warehouse job that's paying child support every week and his car break down sometime and he ain't got no cyber truck. Black people don't worship that nigga. They don't clap for no nigga who just got his CDL. They clap for a nigga that's going to the league. So you tell me something, since 1964, that black people have accomplished that we can be proud of collectively and stand before the world and stick our chests out. The rest of the world is laughing at us for our accomplishments.
How you feel about Obama being the president? That's not a...
Hey, look, man, personally, I like how he spun that. You know what I mean? They said, name some stand-up black people, and he pointed to all the people living down the street from you. You know what I'm saying? And how they are deserving of appreciation and admiration. Look, my peoples don't like Charleston White. They can't stand him. And I'm like, nah, that man be spitting truth, man. And I think what he be saying is on point. And they was like, nah, he's trying to be inflammatory. And there's 1,000,001 stand-up black people we could talk about. But I'm like, nah, you know, he wanted to speak about somebody that he personally knew. And I think that was pretty powerful the way he did it. I mean, yes, he could talk about Master P. Yes, he could talk about John Lewis. Yes, he could talk about Kamala Harris. He could talk about Obama. He could talk about a lot of people. Everybody, oh, but that person's not. No, what about what Kamala did? She lied. Trump 2024. Like, that's what people would say and do. So what he did, instead of saying, you know what I'm saying, John Lewis or whatever, he pointed to people down the street. He said, man, that person right over there that you know, the person that you know right over there, okay? The father that's taking care of his kids right down the street. The dude that got his CDL license. Shout out to him for that. I like that. You know what I'm saying? Folks that are putting in work every day. I saw this prank going around, right? Where the women are telling their men, what they said? They said, yo, I'm not gonna be able to pay the mortgage. And the prank is that all the men are like, you never paid a mortgage. What are you talking about? You don't pay the mortgage. I do. And that's the prank. You know what I'm saying? The prank is women trolling their men like that. See, that's what I'm saying, man. You know what I mean? There's a lot of fellas out here are taking care of their ladies and paying full mortgage. It's like a lot of dudes that are doing that. And some women are mad, like, I can't believe I can't find a man to do that. Well, I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you gotta be nicer, but not too nice. Not too nice where you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let us know your thoughts in the comments below, man. Be sure to like. Be sure to subscribe. Thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source, Celeb News.